Good afternoon. It's good to be with you today. This is my fourth financial brand forum, and every year I'm always blown away by the information and the value that I receive from the speakers, from the exhibit hall, and certainly from you, my colleagues, who have so many exciting things that are taking place within your banks and credit unions. I do apologize on the front end for my Brooklyn accent. I will try to slow it down for you. But let's get a show of hands from the audience. How many of you in the audience have a corporate culture? There we go. How many of you in the audience have a corporate culture at your bank or credit union? Show of hands. Okay. Some of you didn't raise your hand. The reality is that everyone in this room should raise their hands because all of us have a corporate culture. I believe, and I think a lot of the speakers who you've heard from in your breakout sessions throughout the past few days, that the most successful companies in the world are those whose brand and culture are woven tightly together. The first aspect of living and loving your brand is to define your culture. Origin Bank has been in business for over 100 years, and over the past 30 years, culture has been the centerpiece for our president and CEO, Drake Mills. I'm happy to have him in the audience. His passion for culture has filtered throughout our company and has been incredibly important. The culture of Origin Bank defines all that we do. From our mission, our vision, our values, to our brand promise and brand standards, our culture is our foundation. We talk about it often and we live it every day. In 2012, a group of our employees visited Umpqua Bank. We heard from Ray Davis yesterday, and he did a great job. I kind of chuckled as he talked about going to different companies and borrowing or stealing ideas. Well, after our visit, our employees came back who made that visit, and we made the decision to create a culture strategies department. Our job in culture strategies is to ensure that our culture permeates throughout the entire organization. You know, in 2015, we heard about a brand change earlier. In 2015, we did change our brand from Community Trust Bank to Origin Bank. Adrenaline, who is a presenter at the forum and has been for, I believe, since this forum first started, they did a masterful job in helping us with this project. Changing the name of a 100-year-old bank, it's not an easy job. And our goal in the rebrand was to make sure that our culture was reflected in our new brand. For us, the word origin was perfect. The definition of origin is the point or place where something begins or is created. It's the starting point. Our culture is the starting point, and our culture drove our rebrand. Our culture also drives our brand strategy. Every employee of the bank receives a culture book, which clearly outlines our values and purpose, our mission, our vision, and our brand promise. It explains how and why we do what we do. Our brand team is made up of culture strategies as well as our marketing team. We meet at least twice a month to ensure that our internal culture and our external brand are aligned. So our culture drives our brand strategy. Another important detail in defining and reinforcing our culture is our brand ambassadors. We call this group our Culture Council. It's made up of employees from different departments, different markets across our company. And this team was extremely important in our rebrand. They helped train our employees on why we were changing our name, but most importantly, they helped translate that message to our employees so they could deliver it to our customers and our communities. This group is also the eyes and the ears within our markets. They keep our culture strong and they keep our employee engagement high. Our culture also defines our training. We have a dedicated training facility. It's a standalone facility where every new employee takes part in what we call Culture Day. They hear from our leaders, from our CEO, our Chief Operating Officer, Head of Retail, our Culture Strategies group, and they hear what makes Origin Bank unique. You've heard the expression that you know what's important to someone based on how much time they spend doing it. For Origin Bank, we take the time and we place importance on our onboarding process. So every employee, when they start at the bank, they know our commitment to culture. We also allow existing employees the opportunity to go back through culture training. We are always reinforcing our culture at Origin. Over the past 10 years, Origin Bank has grown from a smaller bank with less than 200 employees only located in North Louisiana to a bank with over 720 employees with locations across North Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, as well as Kansas. Through our growth, our culture has helped us attract some of the best bankers in our markets. Our culture has also helped us retain employees and allow them to grow within our organization. For Origin Bank, our vision is to create unique banking experiences that impact the world around us. Our employees buy into that vision and they live it out every day in what they're doing. In closing, I would say that defining your culture will differentiate your company in the marketplace, and it will drive employee engagement and the customer experience, which will improve your bottom line. Thank you.